Hey, we're back. Northside here.
Hey, it's the guy with no name, GW.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing? We are doing the playoffs.
Playoffs again. Here we are, runner-up to the first game. We're going to be talking about the Detroit Lions at the Seattle Seahawks.
Ring that one up.
Should be a better game than that first one that was on it's on the schedule.
Oakland
so we'll
at
talk a little bit
Houston.
about this for you.
Yeah, so first thing, the biggest thing that comes to mind in this game is that it's a home game for Seattle. Seattle, the 12-man. Oh my gosh, Detroit. Yeah, well, Detroit, they're comeback kids, but I don't know if it's going to be coming to that one. I mean, I think, right off the top of my head, Seattle's going to win, and they're going to win big. That's what I think. So I think the biggest question to ask is, will Seattle be able to cover? What are you covering? What? Well, let's see. We have Detroit at Seattle. Seattle being an 8-point favorite, and the over/under being at 43.5. So that's what the line is over here. So let's just show the folks at home what that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So where do you want to get started, Mr. Northside?
You know what? This game's a little intriguing. All year, we got the Lions playing, like as you said, as the comeback kids. Stafford's a great quarterback. I mean, he's a good quarterback. A lot of garbage time stats, but he can throw the ball. I think the thing that I saw from last week's game, I watched a little bit of that Green Bay game. One thing that kind of stood out, some of Stafford's throws were off a little high. He had a couple opportunities where he can make some big plays. I think that finger might play a little bit of an issue, especially being
Broken.
It could be broken. I'm not sure the extent of it, but he's throwing the ball, but his stats have regressed. From the stats, I think his second half of the year, since he's had the injury, he hasn't thrown many touchdown passes. His yardage is down. So I think that's a big thing from the Detroit side. They don't throw the. You got Stafford. He's got his weapons, whatever. But you don't have much of a run game, so it's all going to be on Stafford in a rowdy environment, on the road again. I think that thing that calls out to me, big on this play. With that being said, Seattle on the other side, I mean, they're at home. They're battle tested. These guys have been to the Super Bowl. They've been champions.
Good point. Yeah.
I think they know what they need to do. They did suffer some injuries late. Tyler Lockett going down for Russell Wilson isn't great for them.
But they got Devin Hester, huh? What do you
They
think
did.
about
They signed Devin
Hester?
Hester. I mean, he's been tossed around. He was on the Ravens. They cut him. They got rid of him, and then now he's there. But I think it's a good plug. I mean, if anyone, I think Pete Carroll can get him running again.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
I kind of like it. I mean, I don't know if it was just a flashy move. Maybe it will help. I think it will help him. I mean,
Well, let's not forget he ran that kickoff in the
he's
Super
ridiculous,
Bowl, right?
right?
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
The guy's ridiculous. Like I said, like at the beginning of the show, I think the biggest thing to look at is Seattle being at home to 12-man. I think it's a big thing to look at. Detroit, I always like to think football and just more sports in general it's very streaky. You're in a hot streak, you're in a bad streak. How are you doing so far lately, basically, right? Detroit, like you said, the finger thing, maybe they do have some issues going on with the health of the quarterback, this and that. Seattle, I mean, I've been looking at them, like, during the middle of the season, they kind of looked like they were slumping, but lately they have been playing a lot better. Detroit has been putting up between 17 and 24 points the last few games. I don't think that's going to cut it against a road game like this at Seattle. So I want to say, will Seattle win? Absolutely. Will they win by 8 points? 8 points. 8 points.
Yeah, 8 points too. More than I guess it's one score and a 2-point conversion, right? Yeah, I'm with you, Jared. With you, no name. I gotta get that down. We'll edit that out. No, I'm with you. I think Seattle wins. Their home team. I think they'll advance. I mean, being there the last few years, Detroit's just like limping in there, coming back all year. Stafford's got a little banged up. They didn't look the greatest against Green Bay last week. I think they need to improve on that run game. So I think there's a lot of things going against Detroit. I think the one thing they have for them in their corner, they got nothing to lose. They're there. They're probably going to sling the ball around, 40 plus times in this game, which might be to their advantage. You got Earl Thomas hurt. He went down, he is probably one of the best safeties in football right now. or was one of the best safeties, and I think Detroit might be able to muster some points. What do we have the over under on this game?
It's 43 and a half. 43 and a half.
43 and a half is.
It's on the it's average. 44 or 46
Yeah.
is about the average, so it's a little bit on the underside, I would say.
Yeah, I think with that large point spread, with that being, in the middle, kind of towards the lower end, I think in my opinion, I could see Seattle going ahead and covering.
Covering the 8 points.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll put you down here as Seattle.
Seattle for a straight up win, I'm gonna go with, and I'm gonna go with them to cover the 8. Or was it 8.5? It was
It's just 8.
Yeah,
Straight 8.
I'll go with them on this. I think what might happen here, I think the Lions are gonna have a chance at some point to maybe cover, be close in the game, and I think they don't wind up getting it. That big play, whatever they need to get that. It might be a 3 and out, maybe a 4th down attempt.
I think I just to finish my pick here,
Yeah.
Seattle -8. I think that Seattle will win. Will they cover? I believe they will. And just given the history of Detroit, the way they come back, I mean, maybe it'll be a garbage time over too. So I'm gonna go with the over.
That's a good point. You're going over in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
because I mean they're gonna come back, like you said in the Green Bay game, they were getting blown out at the end of the game. It's 31-24. So they actually kind of came back. Didn't complete the comeback, but it was in the process. So
Yeah,
we'll go with
that's
that.
interesting. So we said 43, huh? So 43 and a half.
Yeah.
43 and a half. So, I could see this being maybe like a 17 points out of the Lions. Maybe about 28, 24, 28 out of Seattle. So, I'm gonna go with the over here.
You too. I think we're on the same page.
I'll go with the over. I think Seattle has to prove themselves, get some points, and that defense of Detroit isn't the greatest in my opinion. I think there's some holes there. I think they'll be able to score some points. So, with that said, I think we're pretty confident where we sit on this. We both agree with the straight up win, straight up cover by Seattle, and then the over on the points here.
Yeah.
Any-
This is what the pick will be. So we're both on the same page. Different factors, but the same answer, right?
I think so. Yeah. Is there anything else stick out to you in this game for our listeners out there? I mean, I think the only
kinda
the
covered
big
what I
storyline
wanted
there,
to
I think,
cover.
just injuries in this game with the defense in Seattle. So I'd be a little cautious there, but I just, Lions are the first time coming in this game, kind of limping in a bit. They're going on the road in a very tough place to play. Seattle needs to show that they can carry the load here, and I think they will.
I think, like I said,
it's pretty straightforward.
It's the
in this one.
streak. The streak is going up, trending up
Yeah.
for Seattle, and trending down for Detroit.
Yep.
Well, if you guys want to be part of the show, just go ahead and subscribe, talk some smack in the comments, do whatever you want to do. I did start a Twitter account and also a dedicated Facebook for the guy with no name. So I'm trying to get my digital footprint out there, and along with this stupid little show that nobody watches. But,
No, I think it's great, but we do appreciate your time listening, and if you guys have anything like Jerry said, the guy with no name, go ahead and give us a shout out.
like us on Facebook, and what is it? Watch, bet, win. So with that, we're gonna go on and finish this one and go on to the next one. We got 2 more to go. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it. See you guys next time.
Got no name.